74 in Spanish, 713-490-2786. Minerva can give us that in Spanish, so people will, obviously, if you're going to call that, you'd want to hear me telling you that in Spanish. Let me say, George Reeves, Reverend George Reeves from Dillard's, Kenny Ryman, these two guys, these characters have been with us, what, all 23 years?
All 23 years.
All 23
years. I almost would freak out if I didn't show up in the dark and not find these guys waiting for me. They're always here first. So this is the effort from Dillard's?
Yes, it is. We had 5 big boxes. I started it back on November 1st. Had the employees, I put 1 big box at the door and I said, okay, bring all your canned goods. I want to see it running over in the floor. So I walked in yesterday and it was running in the floor.
And Kenny, hey, listen, this guy here, he has packed, taped, shipped, wrapped, greeted, handed out, done everything you can. We thank you for that.
Anytime. You set up the tables, too. So
all right. Yeah, don't want to leave that out.
We got here before you did.
I know. He does every year. It's like I said, I'd freak out if they weren't here in the dark waiting for me. 23rd Annual Share Your Holiday. Join us. It'll be going on all day long. Tom, Minerva?
Why do we need you out there then?
Yeah, really. Kenny's got it all.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they could run the show here. I got no problems with that, but it's a good effort, you know, and it's really funny. People have actually made friendships over the years by being a volunteer. They don't see each other all year long except for this one event, and it's kind of interesting, and they, you know, have a good time and spend some time with some people that really need help.
Yeah.
We'll tell you more coming up.
Okay, man, I'll come out and join you after 7 a.m.
9 o'clock.
All right.
Coming up, the number of
22nd Annual ABC 13.
To share your holidays, as we said, our 25th year.
Oh, jeez.
These are some of the volunteers that have been here with us.
I'm sorry, I thought that was permanent. Excuse me. There's my man here, Reverend George, Kenny Ryman. I'll tell you what, you guys been here with 25 years?
Yeah, this is 25. We want everybody to come out and bring your canned goods because we need them. This is what it's all about.
I was going to tell him how great his job is. He said, let's go to the push. We're going to come on out here. This is your big deal every year.
Yeah, this has been a big deal. We've been here since 3 o'clock this morning for 25 years. Snow, rain, and everything else.
Now,
how
Mark's
many
been here 23, right?
23 years.
23?
Maxine?
20 years.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Lena Moore is one of the people who actually ended up getting help through various food centers, now works for Mission Greenspoint. You know, you're not the typical person who needs help. I know you got a bachelor's degree, but came into some hard times.
Well, I wanted to work in ministry, and that was the main focus. I came down here from Texas about 2 years ago and wanted to help out and just need a little bit of help myself.
So what do you think of volunteers that come out here every year? You hear that 25 years they've been out here helping.
Oh, I wish I could do that. I want to keep doing this for another 25 more myself. So I think it's great. Houston Food Bank is doing a great thing for the community, and I just hope it keeps on going.
Well, we will keep you here for 25.
What do you get out of this, seriously?
Just taking my times, all the things going to pass and everything going wrong in my life, and I just want to get out, just get bad times. My dad has cancer, and it's real hard. I just want to come out and get out of my mind and just have a good time.
I do it because this is what God wants us to do, is go out into the nations and help the hungry people, feed them and let them know about him, because without God, we wouldn't be here.
How about you, Mark?
I just want to help people because I feel fortunate, and this is what I can do to help other people who are less fortunate.
And the same to me, to everybody else. I just want people to come out and support us and help us, because that's what we need right now. Okay.
And you know, the amazing thing that I found out from seeing all the tapes, that how I look virtually the same and you all have gotten older. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Here's a reason to come out. Tell Don Nelson what you really think. Corner of Westheimer and Fountain View today.
Everybody. This has really been from the heart from all of us here. We love you. We want you to come help us and help everyone else. 8,000 children alone need your help. Forget about it. 8,000 children. Keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah. You've been coming out for 25 years.
The poverty level. I want you to meet 2 very special people to me and to the rest of the people here at Channel 13, Kenny Ryman and George Reeves. Now, what makes them so special to us is they have, in fact, been coming here every year since day one. 15 years.
That's right.
And you're looking better every year, Kenny.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. George, now, why do you take the time off from your busy job? You work at Dillard's now, and
Well, I got involved, like I said, way back when the first one, and now I get Dillard's employees at the Galleria to donate food, like the Saturday before Thanksgiving. We put the box out, and it's almost running in the floor now, so I'm going to ask everybody to come out and visit us today.
All right, and they pack boxes, they load the pallets, they do everything and anything that's needed to be done, and they're just an example of all the volunteers that'll show up. Hope you'll be here at 3310 Bissonnet or one of the many locations, and Tom and Gina, I understand you'll be out and about as well.
Be in Pasadena, as a matter of fact. We're going to check on the forecast now with Doug Brown.
Subway, of course, providing the lunch for our volunteers, and it is, I want to talk one quick thing and then we'll go over to Alan. Talk about volunteers. Tell everybody your name, first of all.
Kenny Ryman.
I'm George Reeves.
And the unique thing about these two individuals, they have been here since Share Your Christmas #1. Right?
Yeah, I was also named Employee of the Month for Dillard's over at the Galleria, and I want to thank Dillard's for giving me the day off to come down here for this food drive.
And Kenny, you start talking about next year when this one's over, right? Tomorrow you'll be talking about next year.
Next year, that's right. I can't wait.
What is it about this that's an annual event for you?
Something for sharing and everything, giving, make people happy, and that's why I am, to make people happy.
I'm so glad you guys are here. You know, we all walk out and we don't see these two. It makes me nervous. And they've been here every year for 13 years, and we thank you both. I mean, probably the top two volunteers, 13 years. And we ought to start giving buttons like they do for years attended. They'd cover their whole shirt with them. Let's go over to Alan right now. Thanks very much.
All right, I also have with me Kenny and George, two very familiar faces. They have been here since the very first Share Your Holidays. And so why did you come back? Why do you come back every year, Kenny?
Because I enjoy it and helping and do my best. And with everything going on with me this year, it's been a bad year, so I just want to get my system out, just come and help.
Yeah, so it makes you feel better. Even though things are happening to you, it makes you feel better to help somebody else.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
And George, what keeps you coming back every year?
Well, it helps the community, and I want to thank my boss, Don Golding at Dillard's, because they let me collect a box of food to bring, and we had a lot of our employees brought a lot of food, and then we need a lot of people to bring stuff.
Thank you all for coming back year after year after year.
Thank you. Happy holidays to everyone out there.
Yeah, and happy holidays to you. We'll be right back.
25th Annual Share Your Holidays Food Drive.
Deborah Wrigley standing by at the main drop-off location, the HAEB on Westheimer and Fountain View, and she's going to introduce us to very dedicated volunteers out there. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Alona. You know, it is a real tradition in Houston, the process of giving so that other people can receive. It's also a tradition of volunteering. 25 years ago, it began in the parking lot of Channel 13. A community food drive launched during the beginning of the oil bust, when Houstonians were losing jobs, when hunger was emerging as a community issue. George Reeves has been a Share Your Holiday volunteer since day one.
I was watching TV, and I remember Don saying, I need some more food. So I put a little bag, and I didn't know they had the buses were running. 65 goes right in front of the station. I didn't know the bus was running. I walked from Westwood Mall all the way to 33.
Channel 13. That's commitment. Kenny Ryman has been volunteering for a quarter-century as well.
We've been here snow, sleet, heavy rains, lightning, thunder, high winds.
And heat.
And heat.
And then there's Bill Campbell, a disabled vet working the food drive for 20 years, now working from his wheelchair. Homeless after Vietnam, he worked his way back to giving, this time to a new generation of soldiers' families.
We've got so many people, so many vets serving overseas right now. Their families are coming to the food bank because they're used to that double income. And without that being there, they're having to come to the food bank to get help. And that's one way that we can support our troops is by bringing more food down here.
It is certainly one way to support the families of the troops and just families in need. Every month, the Houston Food Bank gives out enough food to feed 250,000 people. And what they're doing today here, collecting food, will help them on that goal. The drive.
Back again, 26th annual Share Your Holidays here. Look at the volunteers just packing, taking out of the bags in the drive-by. You know, we could not do this. I would almost be afraid to do this. Kenny Ryman and George Reeves have been doing this for
26 years.
26 years.
They've been here since the very first Share Your Holiday many, many years ago. I swear, if I didn't see the two of you, I'd probably cancel.
Yeah, we got here at like midnight last night, sleep out here all night.
Yeah, we slept here all night getting these tables up.
Why do you keep coming back every year?
Because I want to show my part and just help people if I can. It's a lot of fun to come out here and just show my support.
And we asked the city to come out and help us bring the food for the people, because that's what it's all about. If you don't bring, we can't help the people.
You've been here so long, your Santa hat has sprung a leak here. This is kind of like this is the latest thing going on here. Hey, thank you both from the bottom of our hearts. I really mean that. These guys have literally grown up during this volunteer work with this Share Your Holiday. So let it Carson, Bob Slow.